Hi guys, thank you very much for coming back to my channel. This is my January and December favorites. So in the month of December I haven't had time to actually film my favorites as I was not at home during the end of the year. I was in my other home, in my parents' house in Romania, as you all hopefully seen my vlog. So I was a little busy during the time, and then I didn't see the purpose of actually posting something in the middle of January from December, so I thought I might as well just do a gather of December and January favorites. Most of these items have been used the majority of time in January and just a little bit in December, so let's get started. The first thing that I have in front of me is a tea that I started drinking in the month of January. It's been something that I wanted to do for a little over 2 months. I believe in October I mentioned in my monthly favorites that one of my favorites was a tea, and that was a 3 cinnamon Pukka tea. And since I came back from home in January, I decided to go through a cleansing process through tea, and I started drinking a lot of tea because I don't really drink water that much. I like drinking natural juices but not water that much, so I thought might as well just hop on to the herbal teas. I've started drinking a few teas in January, and this is my favorites. Ironically enough, none of the ingredients that this tea has I like. I don't like fennel, I don't like cardamom, and I don't particularly like aniseed. However, the tea itself I actually enjoy drinking. I don't know, some people just hate drinking herbal tea. I don't mind it whatsoever. I gotten used to it. I really like the way my body feels when I drink warm water, so infusing the water with some herbs actually makes me feel good. And I drink 3, 4, even 5 teas throughout the day, and that's how I keep myself hydrated. The second item that I have on my table is something that I received as a gift in December, Christmas time, from a friend of mine. As you remember, in December I posted a video about my skincare routine because my skin started acting out really bad and I was freaking out. I didn't know what was happening. I think there was something to do with my routine and the items that I was using, the ingredients that I was using and ingesting, to be honest. So a friend of mine bought me this rejuvenating toner from Neal's yard. Originally the toner is meant to be used on a cotton pad and pad on the face. However, she insisted that she actually bought me a sprayer, and she insisted I use it as a spray mist. So I've started doing that, and I really love it. It only has ingredients, herbal ingredients and water in it, and you shake it really well, and then you mist it on your face before you apply any creams or anything like that in the morning. I absolutely love it. Whenever my skin is missing out a little bit of extra hydration, I go hard on this thing, and I love it. And I've already used almost half of it because I go, like I said, hard. Okay, the next item that I have on my list is something that I received in my beauty box subscription from Look Fantastic. You probably know that from last week's video, and it's something that I was a little bit I didn't know about, and then I used it the first time and I absolutely love it. And this is the Lancer, the Method Polish. You remember I mentioned something about, oh, I wouldn't call that a polish, I would call it an exfoliator. However, this is a true polish. The ingredients that are inside, the microbeads that are inside are so fine. It's like you just mix 1 drop of water with a whole bunch of really fine salt, and you rub it on your face, and it feels like it actually cleans inside your pores. Now there's a little trick with this item. It's 70 quid, the full so actually this little sample is probably 20 pounds. So that's crazy, that's insane. I only use just a tiny bit, and I clean usually around my really large pore areas here under my eyes and my chin. I sometimes go here on my jawline because I have some really messed up skin there, and sometimes I break out in that area. But this is amazing. However, I thought about it and I said, yes, this is a favorite. If you have the money to actually spend 70 quid on a face polish, go for it, do it. But I would rather, for the first part, I would rather spend that amount of money in a brush, in a cleansing brush, and use that. So I'll compare, I'll keep you updated. I will buy the brush and I'll compare how I feel about the brush and how I feel about this, and then let you know somewhere in middle of February, March, whenever I had enough time to actually compare the two products, and let you know which one you should spend your money on if you have 70 quid. Okay. Next item is something that I've been going crazy about for at least 2 years, and I keep going back and forth from this product. It's a foundation, and I keep coming back to it because I actually really like it. I don't know how I ended up using it in the first place. I think I was just in the drugstore and I just wanted a new foundation, and I chose this one. The price isn't really high, but it's not really low. I believe it's around 12 pounds, 14 pounds, something like that to buy it. However, you can always find it in discounts, and it's always on offer because it's drugstore. This is the Stay Perfect foundation from number 7. And my shade, and the reason why I really love this is because the variety of shades is enormous, and I can find a warm, really light shade, and it actually matches my skin perfectly. I can drag it down only halfway through my jawline, and you cannot see the difference between my neck and it. And the shade that I am is Warm Ivory. The reason why I really like it, it's a non-stop complexion foundation, and they say it's up to 24 hours wear, which is not 24 hours, I would say maximum 12 hours. However, it's still a lot for a foundation that's really hydrating, and it's not mattifying. Now, the only problem that I have, and this is something that I have with all the foundations and all the products that I put on my face, is my forehead. My forehead always gets oily. I always have to pat it, and I always have to take the oil out halfway through the day, even more than that if it's really hot outside. So it doesn't really matter to me because I have to do that anyway with any foundation that I have. But I do prefer using something more hydrating than something more drying, because then if I use something drying, it just locks into my lines and it looks absolutely horrifying halfway through the day. So that's the favorite foundation of the month of January. It's probably gonna be on my stand now forever, because let's be honest, it's proven to be the most worthy one that I've used so far. The next product that I have is something that I ordered back in December, something that didn't come out in December, came out last year, and throughout the year I really wanted to try it, but I was always like, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. And this is a brow product. This is something that I'm wearing right now, and it is the Anastasia Brow Pomade. Now, I've been using Anastasia's Brow Wiz for almost 2 years or so. I keep going back and forth from them, and again I keep going back to them because they are the best, but they always I use them like crazy, and they're not cheap. They're 15 pounds for a pen, and I end up using one a month. So I wanted to use something that's a little more economical for me, and this is the same price as the Brow Wiz, and there's huge amount of product in there, and you only need just a tiny bit to drag it through your eyebrows, and I absolutely love it. Once it dries out, it really locks into place. I go with powder just in case. I don't want to, I have a huge patch here in my eyebrow, and I don't want it to be visible throughout the day, so I always end up going with powder, because otherwise whenever I move my head it ends up showing from the light. So I would go with powder anyway, but this is an amazing product. And the brush that I've been using with it, it's something that I got in the Morphe subscription from this month, and it's the item that has made using this product really easy. And this is a brush. Originally in the video that I did, I thought this was an eyeliner brush, and obviously it's not, because it's really thick. It's not tapered to make the line really thin, but it's so tiny and it's so precise. It picks up I just dab inside, it picks up enough product to go through it, and then I can brush it through the hairs of my eyebrow, which are really long. So I really like pairing these two. This was definitely a favorite of mine in January. The next product that I have is a polish, a nail polish. I always go through nail polish. I always have a favorite, because it's nail polishes and brushes are one of those things that it really, I don't know, makes me good, makes me feel good when I have them, when I have more of them. So this is a nail polish that I bought on the way to my home in December. I've been wanting to have a cream white nail polish for a long time, and this is OPI Alpine Snow, and it looks absolutely amazing on the nails. I love it. I absolutely love it. I didn't think I would love white nail polish so much, and I do. However, it is white and it is a little streaky, so you do need 2 to 3 coats, but that doesn't bother me, because I tend to use 3 coats anyway, because that prolongs the wear of the nail polish anyway. Okay, the next product is the one that I'm wearing on my lips today, and again it's something that I bought back in December when I was home. This is a makeup brand that doesn't sell everywhere. It's actually quite difficult for me to find it in UK. I can't find any website that would actually sell this. I believe it's made in Germany, and the company is called Radiant. The company is called Radiant, and this is a liquid lipstick. It does dry matte, but it doesn't dry flat, so it's not foolproof. It does transfer whenever you drink something. However, it's still, the fact that it's matte, it prolongs its wear, and it wears amazingly, and it's so soft and it's hydrating. It's not really drying to the lips. I absolutely love these products, and I have, I believe, 3 shades. Not all shades are made equal. I hate that when brands do that. They bring out a really amazing product, but not all shades have the same consistency. This one is the one that I'm wearing today, and I love the color and I love the way it looks on the lips. It's not patchy, it's really hydrating. This is the shade number 5. And then I have 2 more products to share with you. Well, not products, you know, in my favorites of the month I go through series as well, because I really love series. I love watching series. I love binge watching, to be honest, but I haven't done that in January. However, there's a new series called Telenovela that came out in January, actually beginning of January, and it stars Eva Longoria, and it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I loved it. I watched the episodes. I saw Eva Longoria on Ellen's show, I believe last month, and then I said I want to try and watch this series, and it's so well done and so funny. I never thought she was so funny. The series is amazing. It's a sitcom. It's only 30 minutes to watch, well 25 if you don't count for the commercials, but it's absolutely amazing. It's worth checking out. I think it's gonna be a huge thing, and it's gonna last for seasons and seasons, which is something that I always hope for series that I end up loving. And that's my favorite season, my favorite series from the month of January. The last thing that I have on my list, I think so, I hope I didn't miss anything. The last thing that I have on my list is a book. Those close to me who know me actually know that I don't particularly love reading that much. However, whenever a book ends up catching my attention, I go through it like a crazy person, and I actually live through it. And for the past 3-4 books that I've went through, I realized that I really love motivational books, psychology books and things like that. I love going through them and finding out from a scientific point of view what's happening in the human mind and perspective. This is something that has been given as a gift to me by my lovely sister, whose dedication on the book itself broke my heart. But it's absolutely amazing, and this is the copy that I have is in Romanian. However, the author is American. Her name is Brene Brown, and she is a research professor in University of Houston, and she studies sociology. The story about the way it's done and the way it's been written, it's created, she gives example from her own life, and it's absolutely amazing to read. The subtitle of the book is Let Go of Who You Think You Are, Let Go of Who You Think You're Supposed to Be and Embrace Who You Are. And it teaches you how to love yourself, how to be in peace with yourself, and how to be really a better person by being good and kind to yourself. And start with that, and then everything good that life has to offer will reveal itself to you completely. So on that note, that's all that I have in terms of favorites from the month of January. I think January has been a really good month for me. I don't particularly like beginnings of the year. I enjoy enormously the end of the year. I don't know why, but this year things have been different. I feel like change is in the air for me, and it's been an amazing journey for me. Last year has been an amazing journey for me, and I think this year only has good things to bring me. And you, I hope, and you as well. Thank you very much for watching my January favorites. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and please do comment below if you have any ideas for videos that you would like me to do in the future, things that you want to see more. And I know you want to see tutorials, however I don't feel confident enough yet to do tutorials for you, and this actually makes me a little bit more confident. Thank you again very much for watching. Until next time, hugs and kisses. Bye.